Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at Aggron yet again, but this time we're going to be going into the Ultra Open League. So there's going to be legendaries and mythicals roaming around. Now let's go ahead and see how it does perform. We're going to be pairing it up with Giratina the entire time and a little bit of Granbull, and we're going to be switching it up here and there. I did find the most success pairing it up with Granbull, and then of course we're going to have the Giratina alongside it. So let's see what we have going on here. This is going to be my first battle, and then we're just going to be taking a look at Eclipse as, you know, how the good performance did go throughout these battles, because I'm going to tell you, it was a bit rough. it was a bit rough. I was getting a little weird with the team comps that I was trying to put together here. Alright, so Granbull is down. They have 2 shields. We have 1. I mean, it's not the worst situation, but we're going to take super effective from this Aquatail here. So that's getting through, but our Smackdown is just doing a massive amount of damage to it. And we're going to be swapping into our Giratina to catch that Aquatail as we do farm down. What do they have in the back? It is going to be a Snorlax. So this is okay here, as long as they don't have, I guess, or hit us with an Earthquake. Let's see what they're going to decide to do here. We're just going to keep going with the Dragon Claw. We do have Dragon Breath. I like running that as opposed to Shadow Claw. It leaves you less vulnerable to specific matchups. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through. Hitting me with a Body Slam, fantastic. We're able to get another Dragon Claw through. So we do have that Aggron. And we're going to go ahead and swap into that at this point here. And we're going to go ahead and just shield this up. It doesn't really matter what they throw at us. An Earthquake. So they did have Earthquake. So good thing we were calling all these things here. And then they just decide to back out, realizing that I just had won that battle there. So good game. Moving it into the next one here. Starting it off with Granbull again. We're going to be switching up the lead to Aggron here in a little bit, because I was running into a ton of Articuno leads and then a few Charizards as well, and you're going to see the results after I did do that. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through. We're not going to shield up anything. Just do as much damage with the Granbull that we can, and then we're going to just go on in here with Aggron and farm it down here. So we're getting a shield. That's beautiful. That's really good, and they're expending their energy and not farming us down, which is even better here. All right, so they can't really do anything to our Aggron. We're just going to go in here and just, you know, take them out in a few quick moves, right? Doing a massive amount of damage to the Ice and Flying type with our quick move. In comes a Charizard. I mean, this team is just very, very weak to Aggron here. This was a very nice matchup with the algorithm. So they're hitting me with a Blast Burn. In comes the Giratina, and guess what? Aggron's actually going to be good up against Giratina as well. Shadow Claw is going to be doing neutral damage. Dragon Breath is going to be resisted, but Dragon Breath still is going to be tearing into it because Dragon Breath is just Dragon Breath. All right. So hitting him with the Stone Edge. There's no more shields left, and we're in a great position here. We're going to just go ahead and let this go through. You could even run Dragon Tail on your Aggron, therefore doing even super effective damage to the Giratinas or Dragons. I personally like going with the Smackdown because it is still going to be doing a lot of damage, and as you can see, just absolutely tearing through some of the Pokemon that are going to be in the Ultra Open League. So we met with another Articuno. As you can see why I wanted to switch the Aggron. So I was like, okay, let's play this out again. Let's see how this does work out. Maybe they have the same lineup, then we can do exactly what we did last time here. So hitting me with the Icy Wind, you know, the same old song and dance. We're going to go ahead and go for this. But this trainer does something a little bit different and probably more along the lines of what you're going to want to do when you're personally using this lineup or in this situation. So they're farming me down, which was the right call. I'm bringing in the Aggron, and they're going to be lowering my attack. It doesn't matter. We're still going to be able to take them down. But our attack has been dropped. We're going to swap into our Giratina when they bring in their Swampert. And this is pretty much a GG. Yeah, because, I mean, we have 2 shields, I guess. Let's see how this does play out, though. Well, but the Aggron has absolutely no play up against the Swampert. No, nothing at all. So we are going with Heavy Slam as well as Stone Edge. You can have Thunder. I guess you can substitute that for the Heavy Slam, I guess, or maybe the Stone Edge, because you've already got all that rock damage, right? But honestly, it's still, those moves are still not going to be doing much up against the Swampert. All right, so I feel like I could have played that out a little differently. Basically, got off my energy, took them out, and not farm so much, because now it doesn't matter if this is a Hydro Cannon and our Aggron doesn't have enough energy to do anything. Even if it did, I mean, we're going to need probably 2 charge moves because they already do have a shield, and everything we are going to throw at them is going to be resisted, and that's going to be a GG's. All right, let's see if we're going to be starting with the Aggron now. Yes, we do, and we're met with an Articuno. Let's go. Okay, that's a better. All right, let's see what they do. They're going to swap immediately into their Giratina. We're going to go right into our Granbull. So We've already been set up for success. We're not going to shield anything here. We're not going to throw a charge move. We're just going to farm it down. We're going to barely survive this. And then we're just going to throw close combat at whatever they do throw in, right? I mean, technically, they could go Cresselia, and that could be a mistake. So we kind of have to watch. So we see it's Articuno at the top there with the Ice and Flying type. We're going to go right for that close combat, lowering our defense, and they're going to be able to take us out even faster. Beautiful. Going back in here with Aggron, no problem. All right, so we're going to be able to almost take them out. They do retreat with a bunch of energy. We're going to be swapping into our Giratina when they go into their Swampert, and then they realize, all right, you got me. GG's. So nice, we're taking that win. Aggron in the lead, looking great. Into the next battle here, we're met with a Giratina now. This is another matchup that Aggron can potentially win. All right, so we do not have Dragon Tail, so we're not doing super effective, but our Smackdown is doing a ton of damage. So let's go. They are kind of outpacing us here. Nobody has used a shield. We're going to go straight for the Stone Edge, and we're getting that through. So we're about even now. We're a little bit ahead, but they're about to get off energy, which is going to put them ahead. But we're going to go ahead and shield that up. We want to maintain this here. So I'm thinking farm it all the way down. This is going to bring us very close. So, oh, and they're swapping into Swampert. We're going to be retreating with energy and go into our Giratina here. Now, usually Swampers are going to be throwing an Earthquake right away for their first move if they're going up against a Giratina. But we don't really necessarily want to shield because that's our last shield. We need to kind of preserve that here. We still have the Gramble, so it's not over yet. And what do? We letting this go through, yeah. The Hydro Cannon, beautiful, so we called that one there. Don't know if we could have built up a little bit of extra energy, but that's perfectly fine. And they're going to be shielding it up. They want to maintain that. They're going in with their Giratina. Able to farm a little bit more. We went for Dragon Claw. We should have maybe went for Shadow Sneak here. I think we could have been able to get that off. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Gramble so they can't Psycho Cut farm us down. And they're going for Grass Knot. Yep, that's going to be, I guess, a Legacy, right? You can only get it through the special research that we did have. Otherwise, using an Elite TM. So we're just going to go ahead and keep trucking on here, going for that Crunch that. It's going to be doing super effective damage. Getting both their shields. Beautiful. They're swapping. I don't know what. Maybe they. I don't know what's going on there. So we're going to obviously let this go through. We have no more shields. But we're going to swap as soon as they get that off here into our Aggron that did have a bunch of energy. And we did have a Stone Edge going for Heavy Slam, unfortunately, here. But that's fine. Doesn't really matter. We're going to be able to take them out. Thank you, Aggron. Let's get it, buddy. All right, into the next battle. The algorithm said, no, you will not continue to use that Aggron like that. Met with a Machamp. We're going to be swapping into Giratina, and they're going to be going into Registeel. All right, here we go with the Registeels again. So basically, the only play that we do have here is going for Shadow Sneak. And I don't think we shielded anything up. I think I might have been tempted to at the last second, but let's see how this does play out. We're going to be able to take Focus Blast, or sorry, Flash Cannon 2 times comfortably. And still survive. Lock-on's not really doing anything at all because we are Ghost type, right? There goes that Flash Cannon number 2. And we're able to get to another Shadow Sneak here. Let's see if they want to use a shield. I don't think they're going to, no. And they're going to be able to get to another charge. Now, do I use a shield here? Do I want to maintain switch? I do not. Don't know if that was a mistake or not. So we're going to go ahead and go in here with Gramble, which, you know, could have been countered by that. So what are they going to come up against us now with? They're going Machamp. What? Do they have a Giratina back there? I'm going to think they do. I think they have a Giratina back there. They're going Cross Chop. We're letting it go through. They have a Giratina Origin, so that's even better because it is going to be taking a lot more damage faster. We're swapping into our Aggron after we do get a shield out of them because we do not want this to be matched up with the Machamp, not at all. So since they are locked in here, we need to come out of this battle with our Aggron having as low as health as possible. So we can not let them farm us to potentially take us out with a Rock Slide or 2 on our Gramble. So we're going for that Heavy Slam. In comes Machamp and instantly takes us out. We have 2 shields left and we resist the counter. We're able to take him out with Charm. Beautiful, looking good. Into the next battle here. Starting it off with Aggron, we're met with an Obstagoon. This is horrible. Really weak to fighting. We're going to be swapping into our Giratina. I know, guys. It's not the best counter. But I don't want to go straight into my Charmer. So they're going to be bringing in their Cresselia. We're just going to be going, obviously, for the Shadow Sneaks here. And I do believe I shield this up once. I think. Let's see. Oh, nope. I'm going to be letting it go through. Never mind. Expecting that Moonblast. No attack drop. Beautiful. Psycho Cut's really not doing too much to us here. They really can't farm us down. They're going to be forced to throw another charge move here. So this is good. And I'm happy I held on to that shield here. That wasn't really necessary unless I wanted to, you know, keep switch advantage, which it might be a good idea. So what we're going to do here is go ahead and go with the Aggron, expecting them to come back in here with their Obstagoon, obviously, after this. And then we're going to go ahead and throw in our Granbull. We're not going to, I don't think we're going to throw energy. We're going to hold it. Oh, they're going in with Swampert. Oh, this is not good. I don't know how I'm going to potentially pull myself out of this one here. So we still have 2 shields. We're going to go ahead and let this Hydro Cannon go through because the quick move on Swampert, we don't need to worry about that. The quick move on Obstagoon, we don't need to worry about that. So we need to hold on to those shields until the very bitter end. So we're going to go ahead and shield this one up here. And we should be able to almost charm down. That was so close. Dang it. All right, so I don't know, guys. We are almost to 2 crunches. This is not going to be very effective, but probably should have just continued on charming to get an extra charm in there, to be honest with you, because it was pointless to do that. Unless... no, I back out. Oh, no, I tried to back out, but the game was like, no, you will continue to play. You will suffer through this and face your defeat. So there we go. Obstagoon taking us out. Not looking great. Alrighty, into the next battle here, folks. Let's see what we're going to be met with. An Articuno. You know, it doesn't get any better than that, to be honest. That or a Charizard. And they're going into their Giratina. We're going to go right into our Granbull. So you see how this team works out. Does it rely on having a good lead? Not necessarily. Obviously, it works out nicely. I mean, just about everybody's team works out nicely if you get a good lead. But, yeah, it has its weaknesses for sure. Like, we were just experimenting. This is going to be my first time going into the Ultra Open League for Season 4, as a matter of fact. Literally today. Because I know Aggron's good and it gets a bad rep, right? But it's actually not a bad Pokemon, to be honest. It is very weak to fighting and several other typings. But it can just do so much work here, as you can see. I mean, that's not doing much at all. Rock and Steel type resisting. We're going to go ahead and go into our Giratina when we do see that counter user. Escavalier. And we do not want to see that at all. Drill Run is also going to be doing super effective damage to the Aggron, so kind of need to get out of there. Going to be going for the Dragon Claw here to get that shield because that's their last Pokemon. I would assume they want to preserve the health, so we are getting a shield with the Dragon Claw. That is beautiful. And they're going for Drill Run. At this point, we're just going to go straight for those Shadow Sneaks. Yeah, they're probably going to shield it up, but that's okay. What if they don't? And we're still comfortable to do so anyways. They can't do anything to us. Drill Run is, you know, going to hurt, but it's not enough. And then the counters are doing literally nothing here. And they try to catch a charge move, which they kind of almost did. So, hey, I got to give them credit for that. Nice timing there, but unfortunately, no. And when Aggron's taking the win there at the end, I just kind of wanted to flex with the Aggron. Smackdown. And into the next battle, we're met with a Granbull. This is great, unless they do want to get off that close combat. But they're going to be swapping into their Swampert. And we have taken control of this battle. Fantastic. So like we said, we're always going to be going for that Earthquake here, doing quite a bit of damage. So just keep that in mind if you want to maybe shield that up and preserve the health on your Giratina here. But we're honestly not going to shield it up. But I do fall for their bait. Obviously, should have known that would have been a Hydro Cannon here. But that's okay. We're just going to play it safe. I kind of get upset. I'm like, don't hit all the charges. I should have just farmed down. Going back in here with the Granbull, we're just going to get off this energy before we do go down. Better that than nothing. And they're taking us out there with a few charms. We're going to go back in here with, I do believe we go back in with our own Granbull. Because what we're thinking is, alright, they have energy built up. And if they go for a close combat, we have to shield. So they're going to be swapping into Cresselia. And this is good. Grass Knot's still going to hurt, unfortunately. If it didn't have Grass Knot, Aggron can just completely wall Cresselia. But Cresselia does have a little bit of fight in it with that charge move, unfortunately. So we're going to have to just see what we can do with that. Going to go ahead and let that go through as well. The Psycho Cut's doing pretty much no damage, but they were able to get to another one I wasn't really counting. So we are going to be shielding this one up here. Expecting them to swap at any time. We're looking at that switch clock because they're going to swap. And here they're going to swap right now, and we're going to go right into our Granbull here to absorb whatever charge move. That's not going to be very effective. Beautiful. We're going to farm down and have a crunch ready to go, folks, and take out this Cresselia just in the nick of time. I really thought I was going to lose this battle here, but we stuck it out and we were able to play around it. And yeah, they're going to take out our Granbull here, but we're going to go in and do a quick move and take them out with the good old Aggron. Let's go, Aggron. You got it, buddy. Let's get it. Samurai helmet. All right, into the next battle here. We're going to be met with a Cresselia, so let's see how this plays out. They're swapping. They don't like that. And we're going to go right into our Muck now. So we took out the Gramble, and we're using Muck because we just kept running into specific matchups. The algorithm really didn't like us today. So we just wanted to test this out to see how it would work. So this is already a good matchup here. I do believe I want to farm a little bit of extra before I do throw. I think that's the play. Let them get off a charge move here. We don't need to shield any of this. Looks like they're going for, okay. All right, never mind. I was going to call something, but that's not the battle that I'm thinking of here. So building up a little bit of extra energy going for that Dark Pulse, so we should be able to get to another one. In comes the Machamp. Yeah, this is not going to be very effective. But look, it's still going to be doing a decent amount of damage. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. No problem. So obviously we're going to be going in here with Giratina. Getting ready for a potential swap. We're not going to shield any of this. They are going to be going for a Rock Slide and swapping into their Cresselia. Alrighty, so let's see how this plays out. Please do not have Grass Knot. They have Moonblast, so I'm assuming Moonblast in Future Sight. Beautiful. So their only con now is to basically try to lower our attack. And they could... That's pretty much it. I don't even think they can win that anyways. So another Moonblast here. No attack drop, so that's beautiful. Building up to that Heavy Slam. Not really going to be over farming here. I don't really want to come out of this battle with health, to be honest with you. I want them to hit me with another charge here. Because then the Machamp's going to be able to farm us. I don't think we're going to be like too bad of a situation, even if they did. But we're making that swap right when they do. And yeah, they have 2 shields left and they back out like, you got me, Aggron, you got me. So good game. Moving it into the next one. We're still going to be leading with Aggron, I do believe, yeah. Met with a Giratina, great. So we can see this again. Now they have Dragon Breath. So now you can just see the comparison here. Shadow Claw is hurting. Dragon Breath is still hurting even though we resist it because, well, Dragon Breath. So they're getting out that charge move. Now, they go for Dragon Claw because I'm thinking they have Dragon Claw and Ancient Power. Which is not horrible. You know, Shadow Sneak is going to be very useful in a lot of situations, but they may have the Ancient Power for whatever reasons their team comp. Right? So I think we let this one go through and we're going to lose this, unfortunately. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and go in here with the Giratina and farm it down, expecting maybe some sort of counter. They have a Magna Zone, and I kind of got a little happy when I saw that because it's not that big of a threat. You know, if they go for Wild Charge, they're going to be lowering their own stats, so, and it's not very effective. So basically the only thing they can do is go for that Mirror Shot, but they did get the attack drop that first time around. That's not the best. Another Mirror Shot. Didn't get the attack drop that time. They still have 2 shields holding onto them. Now I'm thinking as soon as they're done getting off this energy here, we're going to swap. Let's go. Going into our Muck, and they have a Tangrowth in the back. Now they still have 2 shields, so obviously we're not going to be going for the Gunk Shot that we do have. We do not run the Sludge Wave. And we're going to go ahead and shield up this first one here so we can maintain some of our health, because these Rock Slides are going to start coming in pretty fast, and we do not want this Muck to go down quite yet. And we're going to be taking resisted damage from the quick move, so that's even better. We're going to go ahead and let this Rock Slide go through. We'll be able to take it, no problem. And then we're going to be building up. I think we go for it right away. No, we're going to let this go through. How are we going to play this? Oh, we're shielding it up. Okay, okay. Okay, gotcha. Oh, beautiful. We knew exactly what we're doing here. Look at this. Let's go. All right, go for that Shadow Sneak, and down goes the Magna Zone. They have no more shields left. We're going to be going for that Dragon Claw. Now, beautiful situation because they can't farm us down. They're going to be forced to throw energy. I think that they farmed a little bit of extra energy for maybe almost 2 Rock Slides here. And I was kind of worried about that because that would have taken us out. But we're able to go for our Dark Pulse right away and take out that Tangrowth and take the win. There you go. So there you have it, trainers. Aggron in the Open Ultra League isn't bad and can perform pretty good. Didn't have the best team comps all around and was just experimenting and having a little fun. Thought I'd give it a little justice because this thing is always put in the back of the line. Anyways, thanks for watching, traders, and take care.